Talks continue over extending the 4-day pause in fighting between Israel and Hamas, and memorial services will begin today for former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. This is the fourth and final day of an agreed-to pause in the fighting between Israel and Hamas. The militants are expected to release more hostages today. Israel is expected to set free more Palestinians from Israeli jails. As NPR's Brian Mann reports, talks are continuing to extend the pause in fighting.
The first 3 days have gone relatively smoothly, with Israeli and other foreign hostages released by Hamas and Palestinian prisoners held by Israel also freed. Work is now underway for a fourth exchange later today. Michael Barsanay is from Kibbutz Be'eri, an Israeli community hit hard by Hamas's October 7 attack.
As long as we get hostages back, that's fine. It's not all of them. We remember all those that are still there.
Yesterday, Hamas offered to extend the temporary truce. The Israeli government signaled openness to a longer pause in fighting while more hostage prisoner exchanges are carried out. United Nations officials say if the deal is extended, it would allow more food and medical supplies to reach civilians in Gaza. Brian Mann, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
Meanwhile, the White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says there are 9 Americans still missing and presumed held by Hamas. The owner of social media platform X, Elon Musk, is in Israel today. He's meeting Israeli officials. They are urging him to combat online anti-Semitism. Today is the first of 3 days of memorial services for former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. Services are planned in the Carters' home county in Georgia. The Carters' niece, Kim Fuller, offered a prayer during Sunday service at Maranatha Baptist Church, where the family has worshipped for decades.
Dear Heavenly Father, this week, at this moment, I just thank you especially for the life of Rosalynn Carter.
Mrs. Carter's body will lie in repose this evening at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum. Guests are invited to pay respects. Mrs. Carter died November 19th at the couple's home in Plains, Georgia. U.S. shoppers are continuing their spending spree as Cyber Monday caps off the busiest shopping weekend of the year. NPR's Alina Selyuk reports the total for the holiday season is expected to set a record despite economic concerns.
So far, Black Friday already cleared last year's record. Just online, Americans spent almost $10 billion, up 7.5% from last holiday. That's according to Adobe Analytics, which tracks online transactions. It's forecasting another $10 billion in spending for Cyber Monday. Adobe also says discounts this year are hitting a high mark compared to years past. Categories seeing the biggest jumps in sales are electronics, clothes, toys, and jewelry. In stores, Black Friday, as always, proved to be the most popular day. Sensormatic Solutions, which analyzes retail foot traffic, says the next busiest days in stores are going to be the 2 Saturdays before Christmas.
This is NPR.